So we're off on a hiking expedition up to the castles up in North Glen Sannox. Right, we've just arrived at the car park and the views on the way here were absolutely stunning. You have no idea just how beautiful this place is. I mean, so look behind me, just re-expose that. That's where I'm going. So up the valley and from the valley up into the mountains. Now you can't see the mountains from here. I got a really good view of the mountains on the way here, which was just stunning. So looking forward to this. It's pretty cold. We've actually got some frost on the ground, but I'm layered up. Got a t-shirt, a merino wool base layer, a hiking shirt. I've got a North Face Thunderball puffer jacket thing, and this yellow, it's a cycling top actually, but it's breathable and water resistant. Out comes Poppy. You're gonna have a great walk today, my girl. And I'm carrying a waterproof, big thick waterproof jacket, 2 pairs of gloves and a woolly hat. Should be fine. Right, that's us off. It's 8:47, so for simplicity's sake we will say 9 o'clock. Poppy! Last time I did this in the rain it took 6 hours, so 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, should be back to car park by 3. Off we go. Right, we've reached the end of the panhandle where the loop starts, and we've got to ford this. Summertime it's pretty easy, wintertime or autumn the water's pretty high, probably going to get wet, but we'll follow that and then onto the ridge behind and then onto the jaggy bits. And see that V-shaped bit in the background? That's the witch's step, and we're not going to do that bit. That's quite a challenge and I've never done it, I'm not ready for it. We're going to cut back down. I don't know if you see that granite hump. That's the way we're going to come back down, back to this very spot here. So let's get across this blooming river. Right, we got past the burn. Poppy had a bit of trouble, but she was cool. She went and found another place. And we're just coming up the hill now. You should still be able to see the moon actually. I'm chasing the moon, which is ever so cool. I'm going up that, see behind, then along that ridge, and then behind where you can see the ridge. Behind there, that's where I'm going. And this will be shooting into the sun, but that's ultimately where I'm headed. It's 2 hours almost, 10 minutes short of 2 hours. I can see the peak of this particular shoulder. I think it's called Caisteal Abhail, and the views are starting to get pretty spectacular. We've got a clear day, so today we can see all the other islands in the Firth of Clyde. So that is 2 hours of walking, 10 minutes after I last stopped, and I'm at the top more or less of Caisteal Abhail, which is starting to level out a wee bit. You see some rocks starting to appear, and look over there. Heavens to Betsy. That's the witch's step, just there. This is just unbelievable. Last time I was here, I couldn't see pretty much my hand in front of my face. I'll maybe insert a wee video and show you. We went up to that. That's the ridge that we're going to follow. And must have been round about here when my pal tried to put on his rain jacket and really struggled because of the wind. It's unbelievable. And now there's not even a breath of wind. Over here is the Isle of Jura. You can see the Paps of Jura, which are some hills. Okay, onwards. Getting close to the top now. Some rocks there. I'm just going up that way, rocky bit. And I just showed you the Paps of Jura with the front camera, and the distance and the landmass before that is the Caisteal Peninsula, which is where the ferry goes to from Loch Ranza, which is down there in the valley. So that's the series of towers known as the castles. The uppermost one of which, or the highest of which, is probably a better way of putting it, is called Caisteal Abhail. Not sure if that's Loch Tana. That's a hanging loch. I walked up, I'm pretty sure it is actually, I walked up that valley almost to the tip of that loch in August, and then went up onto those hills there and got amazing views of where I am now. So it's great to see it from the other side. And then I went down a dip and then back up to that peak just there, and then back down into Glen Caisteal. That was an amazing walk. I tell you, this place for walking, it's amazing that it's only after 10 years of living here that I've started to do this. It's insane. All this is right on my doorstep. People pay good money to come here just to see all this. And I've been living here for 10 years and sitting on my computer at home, going between Brodick and Lamlash. Outrageous. Outrageous. More climbing. There's the ridge. Don't know if you can make out a wee figure just at the top of the ridge there. That's Ranger Kate. Kate Sampson is one of the rangers for National Trust Scotland. Amazing. First person I've met up here, and it's somebody I know. So cool. Anyway, upwards. That's it, just by midday, nearly at the peak. Look behind me there. That's the ridge I've just walked along. I thought I was high up when I got to the top of that. Boy oh boy. Beautiful shadow and light, isn't it? One side and the other. And then behind me, just heading up there. And then round to there. And then down that slope. The feeling I have when I see places like this, it's just indescribable. This is life, my friends. Beautiful, amazing life. All this has been here for thousands and thousands of years. We are but a blip. So if you can get out there and get some of this into you, it has the potential to change your life. It really does. It's indescribable. You'll be seeing some nice images on this video, but you're not seeing what I'm seeing. It's just indescribable. You could go through that. Oh. Now I could literally point my camera now anywhere with my eyes shut and just push the shutter button and get stunning photos. Wait till you see Caisteal. It just appeared as I came up to this peak here. Caisteal, are you ready? Look at that. So let's go a bit closer. It's just unbelievable the way that this vista opens up when you get to the top. Right, let's spin around. So that peak is called Caisteal, C-I-R space M-H-O-R. And then behind that ridge, I think is the Achir ridge, A''C-H-I-R. And then you're heading towards Ben Inuis, Ben Tarsuin, and over the back you've got the highest peak, Goat Fell, which is that one. Then that one is North Goat Fell. The bit in the middle is called the Saddle. That's an awesome walk from Glen Rosa near Brodick. And there's a little plane flying just above. Imagine the views they must be getting. This would be an amazing place for drone. One day I might, never know. Santa's good to me. But this would be absolutely amazing for drone flying. So I'm going to hit the peak. I don't know if there's a, what do you call it, a trig point? I've never actually made the summit of Caisteal Abhail, so hopefully I'm just about to do that. Down there, that's going to take you up Caisteal, which is actually doable. Looks pretty steep though, man, at the top. I think I'm actually looking here at the Witch's Step. I didn't realise I was so close to it. That's amazing. I'm getting such an amazing perspective here on how all these mountains join together. I can't believe last time I was here there was absolutely no view at all. You can traverse all the peaks. In fact, there's a good walk called the Three Peaks, or the Three Bends it's called, which would be nice to do someday. Now I know how these connect, man. I'm going to do that one someday, quite soon. That ridge there. Gosh, it's hard pointing at things with this. That ridge there. Right, we're at the peak. Time for lunch. Look at my view, my lunchtime view. Could I have a table with a view, please? Certainly, sir. Where would you like to sit? How about the top of Caisteal Abhail? Certainly, sir. Come this way. So what we got going on? We've got my jet boil. It's not actually a jet boil, it's a Highlander, I think. And some chicken sandwiches and a Boost bar. So coffee outdoors, man, you just can't beat that. Yeah, to get jacketed up. It's cold up here. But speechless. Absolutely amazing. Got my coffee. How about that? How about that? You know what I mean? There's my little lunchtime stop. Poppy's doing great, she's having a lovely time as well. She just helped me eat my chicken sandwiches. I normally bring her sausages, because usually when I come up hiking I have a cooked breakfast and I make extra sausages and bring them for the dogs, but for some reason today I forgot to do that. But she's quite happy with chicken sandwiches anyway, as indeed was I. But the coffee's the best bit, honestly. And I think that jet boil thing boils quicker than my kettle does at home. It's amazing. Amazing. These views though. Let's go and look at Loch Ranza from over here. And the ridge that we just walked. Well, you were with me, weren't you? My dear viewers. Let's turn around. Oh, and over there. That's Loch Ranza down there. Stunning. Time to head down. You're not going to believe this. Remember, I said I bumped into Ranger Kate, pointed her out on the ridge. Well, she told me that she had dropped her lens cap while she was round about the peak. And if I found it, then, you know, let her know. And look. How about that? There's a view of the Witch's Step. That's us just heading down this boulder field. Pretty difficult to negotiate actually. But that's the closest I've ever been to the Witch's Step. Well, other than when I was just at it. But view-wise, I mean, spectacular. And I think, unless I'm mistaken, that peak there is called Suey Fergus. Pretty sure that's right. Right, we're on our way down. Just going to flip around and show you the ridge from this side that we walked. See it? Right, starting down there. That's the way we're headed where the sun's hitting those rocks, but beyond that, that's the ridge that we climbed and then walked around, all the way around to up there. So I think when I did it with Campbell, my friend, we got up and down in 6 hours. However, there was no visibility that day, so although it was a tough walk, we weren't stopping every 5 minutes to take pictures and videos, which, having seen the video footage, I'm sure you'll agree, is well worth doing. But it does mean there's probably 1 extra hour added on to my trip, which is fine because I got to the car park 1 hour earlier than I did with Campbell, so hopefully looking at 4 o'clock at the car park. We've just lost an hour of daylight at the end of the day, so my wife is waiting for the car so she can go and tend to the horses, and it's going to be dark at 5:30, which is a pain in the arse. So I'll get home as soon as I can. I'll just stop dawdling and taking pictures every 5 minutes, but I can't. You know what I mean? The light, not only is the scenery spectacular, but the light is particularly nice at the moment. So I'm just going to come down here because I'm getting a nice view again behind me of the Witch's Step. I seem a bit obsessed with that, don't I? I guess that does mean I'm going to traverse it. If not this year, then certainly next. A good friend of mine, photographer friend and a member of the mountain rescue, she gets some absolutely stunning photographs. She comes up camping sometimes and gets sunrise and sunset pictures, and she also does astrophotography. Look her up on Flickr or Instagram. I'll post her link in the description to this. But I'll have a word with her and see if she thinks that the Witch's Step would be negotiable for one man and his dog. Because, you know, my leg's a bit dodgy and stuff, and I'm a bit fearful of climbing, you know, actually using hands and crampons and ice axes and that sort of thing. Because, you know, the reason I've got a bad leg in the first place is because I fell in the mountains when I was 17. Anyway, that's a story for another vlog. I'll put this away now and get myself down the hill. Oh my god. Right, downwards. 3:20, we just made it back to the pathway, the end of the panhandle. We have completed the loop. Just come down that. It's hell of a boggy, rocky, bracken. It's a difficult walk actually, much more difficult than going up. I think if I do this particular route, there we are. I will change it and come back the way I went up. I think although it's a bit longer, it would actually be quicker because the terrain is so much easier to walk. I went so slowly down that, it was just ridiculous. Just a quick one, 2 things that have been absolutely brilliant. Number 1, a water bladder in the bag. Oh my god, so much, so handy and helpful. The other thing is the capture clip, which lets me put my camera on my strap. It's very secure. I've taken it off now because I just had to cross the burn, and you know, although it's very secure, no need to take needless risks, right? Made it back to the car. What a walk, absolutely stupendous. I tell you, it would have been much less fun without this girl. She's been amazing, haven't you, Poppy? Huh? She's been amazing company. Foot sore, tired, but feeling absolutely amazing that I pulled that off. I've been wanting to do that walk for, well, I've done it. I failed the first time because I took my daughter and she got blisters. And then the second time I made it, but didn't see anything, no scenery whatsoever. Third time's a charm. Time to head home for a bath. Hope you've enjoyed seeing some of Arran's stupendous scenery. And I'll see you all again very soon. Bye.